What up, y'all? This your boy Breeze family. We back with another one. We got a short one today, but before we get into it, make sure you go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to the video. Like I say all the time, I appreciate y'all for stopping through. Let's go ahead and get into this one.
Story time on how I was lured to my ex's house to get beat up by his current girlfriend and her friend. I feel like I've told pieces of this story on my page before, but let's get into the whole story because it's kind of funny now that like years have passed. So when I was dating my ex, one night I had went to visit my family a few hours away, and he stopped responding to text messages and calls. So on my way back to my house after I finished visiting my family, I stopped by his house and found out he was cheating on me. Some girl answered the door. The next day, like, he called me, he texted me, we talked about it, and I was basically like being like, I can't believe like you were cheating on me. I could believe it, but I was like, I can't believe you're cheating on me. And then like to be cheating on me with James Harden. I called the girl James Harden. I called her Medea. I called her all types of names, which only because the way she was acting at the door, like that's her man. Like, bitch, like this is her house or something. Like, she was opening the door like, who are you? No, bitch, who are you? This is back when I was in college now, so give me a little bit of grace. So one day while I was at work, like a week or two after the situation had happened, I was at work, I was closing up for my shift, and he texted me. He was like, come over, I think we should talk about this, and like, we should work this out. So I drove like 30 minutes from my job to his house, and I call him when I'm in the parking lot, and I'm like, hey, I'm outside. Usually I just go up to his door and come in, but I felt weird. So I called him. I was like, I'm outside. Can you come get me? He was like, no, just walk in. The door is unlocked. I went up to the door. I opened the door. Directly in front of him is like the door when you walk in. It's like the living room. And then to the side behind the door is like the kitchen and the dining room. So I walked in and he was sitting in the living room on his little futon, broke ass bitch, on his little futon, playing a game, smoking. So I walk in, I see him. I'm like, okay, cool. Nobody's in there. I close the damn door, and behind the door in the kitchen was these two big linebacker bitches. It was James Harden and her friend. We're going to call her friend Mattress, because I'm telling you, this is the biggest girl I've ever seen in my life. Like, she could be on 600-pound life. And I was like, oh my God, this is the day I get my ass beat. So I walk in and I close the door because it's like, all right, cool. Like, I just accepted my fate. Like, I'm just going to get my ass beat. Like, that's fine. At this point, I didn't know that he had told her, like, everything I said about her. So I walk into the room and I'm like, so what's up? And he's basically like, he was sitting on the couch and he was basically like, okay, so what happened is basically like, I don't really like you. Like, you're just a fun girl. And this is like who I want to be with. She's more mature. She's met my daughter. And like, she's who I'm going to end up with. Like, you're nothing. You're just somebody to have fun with. So I'm sitting here, I'm listening to it. And I'm like, okay, now what? Okay, this is great. Now what? And so she walks up to me. And she's like, yeah, so basically I came here to fight because he showed me the messages of you saying I look like James Harden. I don't know why I said that. I was like, look, I was like, a bitch, I'm not gonna fight you and a mattress. I said, hey, like, actually, I'm sorry. I said, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. I was just angry. Like, she's like coming close to me. And so I start moving around the futon, and basically like we're just going in a circle because I'm basically running at this point because like, I'm not about to sit here and fight no two big bitches. Are you dumb? So I was like, no, bitch, you're not about to put my head between the washer and dryer. Are you serious? So as we're circling, this damn girl decides to pick up the futon and move it so I can no longer circle her around the futon. Now I'm really scared. Who is this bitch? I didn't know you invited John Cena over here. And that's when he exits the apartment. Like, I guess he got scared, or maybe he didn't want to see me get beat up. He puts his shoes on and he leaves the apartment. So now it's just me and the other two girls in there. So at this point, I'm starting to back up and walk backwards down the hallway, and she's like coming at me like this. So we're walking down the hallway, and it gets to a point where I'm backed into a corner, and now I'm looking at the door because I'm trying to figure out, how do I escape this situation without getting my ass beat? I look down the hallway, and Mattress is sitting stacked up in front of the door, like blocking my way out of the door. So I'm telling the girl, like, if you put your hands on me, I'm calling the police. I'm gonna call the authorities. If you're gonna come fight me, come fight me. Why did you bring your big ass friend for support? And mind you, this girl lived hours away, so she drove hours to beat me up. It's like, I'm not about to have this girl have bragging rights talking about she dragged me up and down the damn hallway. Hell no. So she puts her arm up on the like wall to like steady herself, I go under her arm and I try to leave out the door, and her friend's at the door, and she's like, oh, where you going, where you going, where you going, we need to settle this now, we need to settle this now. And I'm like, I can't push no mattress over. So now I'm at the door, I'm like, damn, like I'm still stuck in here. So she notices that he's not in the house anymore, and she starts trying to call him to get him to come back to the house. And while they're busy doing that, I sneak out of the front door and I get in my car. So I'm starting to put my car in reverse to back out and leave, and these bitches come flying out the damn door. So I start to go back up, and I'll be damned if the mattress and her don't come to my window, and they're like knocking on my window, like, down the window, we just want to talk, we don't want to fight anymore, we just want to talk. Bitch, I'm scared. I know what you're trying to do, ho. Trying to get me to down my window so you could snatch me out of the window by my damn braids. Hell no. Actually, I didn't even have braids. I had on a glueless a headband wig at the time. She was going to snatch my damn headband wig off and bang my damn head against the steering wheel. So I said, hell nah. When I tell you my heart was in my damn chest, and I went like literally like 100 miles per hour home. I was scared as hell that them bitches was going to follow me home and knock my head against the damn wall. That's my story of how I survived getting my ass whooped. And hopefully I never run into her again, because I know she still owe me an ass whooping.
Alright. So I didn't know how that story was gonna go, but she funny as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. She lucked out. James Harden and mattress ain't whoop her ass. Man, that was a good one for tonight. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to this video, to the page. Once again, like I always say, I appreciate y'all for stopping through. This your boy, Breeze Family. Peace.